Hello friends, welcome back to this session. So in the last class we have seen the vector application geometry part 1. So in that we proved that the medians of a triangle are always concurrent. Medians of a triangle are concurrent as well as the angle bisectors are also concurrent. Angle bisectors are also concurrent using the vector application. Using the vector notations, we have proved that the medians of a triangle and the angle bisectors of a triangle are concurrent. Okay, so we'll continue this application to the geometry part 2. So the today's first proof is like this. So total it's a third number. What we have to show is that ये median हो गया, angle bisector हो गया. Now let's see for the altitude. What do you think? Altitude will also be a concurrent or not? Okay, let's see. The third statement is that the altitudes of a triangle are concurrent. Prove that the altitudes of triangle are always concurrent. Okay, the altitudes of a triangle are always concurrent. Okay, let me draw a figure here so it will be very clear for us. So let's have the triangle. Okay, so it's a triangle is ABC. Now let me draw the altitudes. Okay, so this is altitude means what? It's a perpendicular. It's a perpendicular. So perpendicular from B to opposite vertex, opposite side, sorry. This is a perpendicular, and we have the third perpendicular like this. It goes like this, yes. And this is the point, single point. Okay, we have to show that these altitudes, so let name this D, E, F. So D, E, F are always concurrent. Sorry, what are the AD, BE and CF are always concurrent. We have to show that, and this concurrency point is known as the orthocenter. Orthocenter. Okay. Remember that we have seen yesterday the centroid in center, angle bisector case is in center, and orthocenter is altitude. Okay, so most of the students have confusion in this, sir orthocenter कब होता है, in center कब होता है. Okay, so in center हमेशा bisector के लिए होता है, and orthocenter we get with the altitudes. Okay, so let's prove this. Let name this point as a O, that is a origin. Now let's have the vectors. So this is OA. OA is nothing but A bar will consider, OB is B bar, and OC is nothing but C bar. Now as we have the AD is a perpendicular to BC, so definitely if I take this AD bar dot BC bar, then it is equals to what? 0, because this is the perpendicular distance, that is AB cos theta. Cos theta is always 0. Dot product means it is a AB cos theta. Okay, so we have this information with us. So what we'll do, we will take this help of this information for any two altitudes. So we'll make use of this AD and BE, and we'll prove that this point O is common in there. Okay, so let me start with that here. So how we'll do here, AD, BE and CF are altitudes. Let O be the origin. Okay, so can I say this OA bar, OA bar, OB bar and OC bar are perpendicular to the opposite sides. So here from figure OA bar comma OA bar, OB bar and OC bar are perpendicular to BC, AC and AB. So we'll take BC bar, AC bar and AB bar. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll make use of the first two and we'll prove the same for the third one. So here we'll go. So therefore the dot product should be equals to 0, means what, OA bar dot BC bar should be equals to 0. So how you will write, OA bar is nothing but A bar dot BC bar is nothing but C bar minus B bar, which is equals to 0. So you will get A bar dot C bar minus A bar dot B bar. This is equals to 0. So you will be having A bar dot C bar, it is equals to A bar dot B bar. Equation number 1. Next instance, you have OB bar is perpendicular to AC bar. So their dot product is also equals to 0. So OB bar is nothing but B bar, C bar minus A bar equals to 0. So B bar dot C bar minus B bar dot A bar, it is equals to 0. So BC bar B bar dot C bar is equals to B bar dot A bar. Okay, now let's make use of these two from equation 1 and 2. What we'll have, so using commutative law, what you can write, the equation 2 is like this: B bar dot C bar is equals to what, A bar dot B bar. Commutative law is applicable in this dot product. Now let's say this is equation number 3. So from 1 and 3, what you can say, from 1 and 3, see here, this is a bar dot B bar and this is A bar dot B bar. So we can directly equate their LHS. A bar dot C bar is equals to B bar dot C bar. So if I take that B bar dot C bar on this side minus B bar dot C bar, which is equals to 0, and if I take C bar common, A bar minus B bar dot C bar, it is equals to 0, implies C bar, this C bar is nothing but what, it is a OC bar dot A bar minus B bar is nothing but BA bar. Okay, this is equals to 0, means what, OC bar dot BA bar, OC bar, this OC bar dot BA bar is perpendicular, 0 है ना इन दोनों का, means what, O is the common, therefore OC bar and you say AB bar or BA bar, no problem, BA bar are perpendicular to each other. Equation number 4. So as we can see, the O point is the same for all. We say that these three altitudes are concurrent, as O bar is common in equation 1, 2 and 4. The altitudes are concurrent and it is known as orthocenter. Okay, very good. Now maybe you have question, sir, what is orthocenter? बता रहे हो भाई ये अल्टीट्यूड का कॉन्करेंसी पॉइंट ऑर्थोसेंटर होता है. ऑर्थोसेंटर होता क्या है, देखो इधर, इफ आई ड्रॉ अ सर्कल using the center as the orthocenter, then what will happen? Suppose this is a triangle we have, okay, and suppose this is these are the altitudes, okay, and suppose if I take this orthocenter as a center and if I draw the circle, then that circle will pass through all these three vertices. So this is nothing but the orthocenter. What is in center? So if I consider this middle center, then this is known as a in circle. Okay, this is in center, this is ortho, this is in circle, this is a ortho circle. Okay, ortho circle. So their respective centers are known as what? This is a in center, इसका जो भी रहेगा वो in center होगा. This is nothing but the angle bisector. And the ortho circle का ortho center रहेगा. We have ortho center, and this we get with the help of altitudes. This is the angle bisector. Okay, and we have one more point, which is a centroid, which is the concurrency of your medians. So please remember these 3 points. Okay, very good. So in this way you can prove any geometry statements with the help of the vectors. Okay, so let's see the next one, fourth one. So again I am telling you, you require some patience here and the basic knowledge of vectors, and by this time I'm damn sure that you have all the basic knowledge. So let's prove the fourth one. Prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if and only if its diagonals bisects each other. Okay, so we have to prove that any quadrilateral, if their diagonals are bisecting each other, then that quadrilateral is known as a parallelogram. Okay, so let's draw the figure here. Suppose we have, let's consider directly the parallelogram, and let's prove that their diagonals are bisecting each other. So this is A, B, C, D parallelogram. So what do you mean by parallelogram? The parallel sides are AB bar and AC bar, DC bar. So AB bar and DC bar, these are the parallel sides, and their magnitudes are also equal. Means what? The AB is equals to DC. Or you can consider that AD is equals to BC. Any opposite two sides are parallel and have the same magnitude. That is the length. Okay. Now let's have the diagonals here. So this is the diagonal number 1, BD bar, and this is a AC bar. Okay. And let's consider this is some point, that is concurrency point of these two diagonals. Now what we have assumed is, let ABCD be parallelogram. We have considered this as a parallelogram, and what we are showing now is these diagonals are bisecting each other. Okay, so let's see that. So as it is a parallelogram, we can definitely say that AB bar is equals to DC bar. Okay, so this is nothing but B bar minus A bar equals to C bar minus D bar. So if I take negatives on the opposite sides, so B bar plus D bar, it is equals to C bar plus A bar. So if I divide on both sides by 2, what I will get? This is nothing but the midpoint of BD bar. This is, so internal section formula, if you remember the midpoint formula, this is nothing but the midpoint of BD bar, and this is nothing but the midpoint of AC bar. Is this okay? And both the midpoints are same बोल रहा है वो. This, because of this equal sign, what we can say, the midpoint of BD bar, that is the midpoint of BD bar, and the midpoint of AC bar is the same. So let's name this as some point P. Okay, so this is equals to P bar. Okay, see, as this P is the midpoint to this BD, so I can definitely say this part is equals to this part, and the same point P is midpoint to the AC, means what you can say, this part is equals to this part. Oh, then what, from the figure what you can say, the point P here, the point P divides the segment AC as well as the BD into halves. Means what? It is exactly, that is bisects the sides AC and BD. Therefore, this is true. What? That the parallelogram always, in a parallelogram always the diagonals are bisecting each other. So in this way we can prove that. I hope you are getting this. So what we have considered one parallelogram, and in this parallelogram we have shown that the diagonals are bisecting each other. So that's it. So we found out the one point P which is the midpoint to the both diagonals, and that point P is same and it is bisecting. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, good. Let's see the next one, the fifth statement. The fifth statement is like this: prove that the median of a trapezium, prove that the median means what? It is a middle one. Median मतलब middle में है कुछ तो, of a trapezium, of a trapezium is parallel to the parallel sides, is parallel to the parallel sides of a trapezium and its length is half the sum of the lengths of the parallel sides. Okay, this is a very famous property of the trapezium. Okay, so we'll understand with the help of figure. Figures are very important to understand the concepts. Okay, yes, we have this trapezium here. So trapezium, let's name this as A, B, C and D. So what it is saying, prove that the median. So let's first draw the median. So this becomes the median. So this is the midpoint of AB and midpoint of this is CD. So this is the median we have. Let's name this as a PQ, P and Q. So this PQ becomes a median, and we have to prove that this PQ is parallel to the parallel sides of the trapezium. So in this trapezium, what are the parallel sides we have? Parallel sides are nothing but AD and BC are the parallel sides. Median is what? Median is PQ. So I will write in the vector notation now. PQ bar, AD bar and BC bar. Vector notation means what? I am considering their directions as well. Now what is next? We have to prove that, and the median's length is half the sum of the lengths of the parallel sides. So parallel side कौन है? AD bar and BC bar. So AD bar plus BC bar summation का half, this is equals to the length of median PQ bar. So this we have to prove. PQ bar is AD bar plus BC bar by 2. So this PQ bar is AD bar plus BC bar by 2. These 2 points we have to show. The number one is this PQ is parallel to these two and this. ये first है, ये second है. Both we can show easily. How? See here. So let's make use of the parallel vectors concept. So as the vectors are parallel, so which two vectors are parallel? Here AD bar is parallel to BC bar. Therefore, AD bar is a scalar multiple of BC bar, I can say. If the vectors are scalar multiple of each other, then they are what? The collinear or the parallel vectors. This is the theorem number 1 we have studied. So AD bar is a scalar multiple of BC bar. So from this, what you can say is, this is equation number 1. So let's find out the summation of these two. AD bar plus BC bar is equals to AD bar plus BC bar is equals to, हाँ AD कितना है अपने पास, m इंटू BC बार है, m इंटू, so it is m into BC bar plus BC bar. Okay, so let's take BC bar common. So if I take BC bar common, here I will be having 1 plus m bar, m is a constant, so it is 1 plus m. Let's name this as equation number 2. Okay, now can we have the position vectors of a P and Q, as the P is the midpoint of the segment AB. So as P is the midpoint of this vector AB, so I am definitely writing this A bar plus B bar by 2. This is my point P. And what about Q bar? Q bar will be, it is the midpoint of DC, so it is D bar plus C bar by 2. Okay, so what you want now? I want the PQ bar. So let's find out the PQ bar from this. So PQ bar is equals to Q bar minus P bar. So let's substitute the values now. P bar is D bar plus C bar by 2 minus A bar plus B bar by 2. So it is equals to 1 by 2. If I take common, what I will be having, D bar plus C bar minus A bar minus B bar, which is equals to 1 by 2. D bar minus C bar minus A bar will be what? It is a AC bar. So I will write here. So it is D bar minus A bar. See here, D bar minus A bar plus C bar minus B bar. Okay, so just I have given the bracket. I have combined this D bar minus A bar and C bar minus B bar. So it is equals to 1 by 2. What is D bar minus A bar is AD bar plus what is C bar minus B bar is, it is a BC bar. That's it. See, this PQ bar is, we have proved that this PQ bar is the half of the sum of these two vectors. Okay, so the second statement is proved. Now how we will prove that it is again parallel to this parallel vectors? So just substitute AD bar is कितना है भाई अपना, AD bar is nothing but m into BC bar है, m into BC bar plus BC bar. This is equals to 1 by 2 BC bar into 1 plus m. So this is nothing but 1 plus m by 2 into BC bar. Okay, so what is 1 plus m by 2? This is again a constant. Okay, so this is my constant, some constant k into BC bar. So what is this? PQ bar is equals to k into BC bar. So this statement tells us that PQ bar is parallel to BC bar. That is the first equation, first question they have asked in the question statement. And this statement, this step tells us that the PQ bar is the half the sum of the parallel vectors, that is AD bar and BC bar. So in this way you can prove that in any trapezium the median is parallel to AD bar as well as BC bar, and its length is half of the length of the parallel sides, which is AD bar and BC bar. Hence proved. Very simple. Good. Let's see the next one, the statement number 6, and this is the last statement we have. This says that prove by vector method what we have to prove is that the angle subtended by a diameter, that the angle subtended by a diameter of a circle, angle subtended by a diameter of a circle at any point on the semicircle, on the semicircle is a right angle triangle, is a right angle, not triangle, it's a right, it's a RIGHT, right angle. Okay, see here, once I draw figure it will be clear. So suppose we have a circle. Okay, let me draw a circle here. This is a circle we have. Okay, and let's have the diameter. Suppose this is a diameter we are having for that circle. Okay, perfect. So थोड़ा सा ऊपर चला गया, let it be. Okay, assume that it is a diameter. So what the statement says is that the angle subtended by diameter of a circle at any point on the semicircle. Okay, suppose, okay, let me delete this because I don't think that was a diameter. So let's have the diameter here. Suppose this is a center. Now this is the diameter. Yes, so suppose AB is a diameter. Now the angle subtended by this diameter on the semicircle. So we have two semicircles here. One is above the AB and below the AB. Other is below the AB. So they are talking about this angle. So, okay, so this angle. Suppose this is a point C. So this angle is always right angle. So you take any angle on this right hand, on this semicircle. So whether you take this or you take this or you take anything, so all these angles are right angle triangle. This statement is like this. Okay, so let me have only one point C here. So how to prove? So any two vectors are perpendicular. So here we can say AC bar and BC bar are perpendicular to each other. Means what? Definitely we can say that the AC bar dot BC bar is equals to 0. Yes or no? And as this is a diameter, let's say this is a point some M and this is one vector A bar. Okay, let's name this point as a O. Okay, so that it will be single A bar plane, and let's take this as the B bar, or we'll have a minus A bar because this is a radius. AO and OB are the radius, so their magnitude will remain same, only what the direction will be opposite. So if it is AB bar, this will be minus A bar. If it is A bar, this becomes minus A bar. Magnitude is same. Okay, now let's draw one vector here which is nothing but OC bar, so its name will be C bar. Okay, so this is AC bar we have, and this is a BC bar, this is C bar, A bar and minus A bar. Okay, let's prove this now. So from figure what you can see, mod of A bar and mod of C bar are same because these are the radius of the same circle. Okay, now using triangle law of addition, can you tell me what is the AC bar equals to? AC bar equals to, from figure, AC bar is equals to A bar, this A bar plus this C bar. Okay, so this is nothing but A bar plus C bar from the figure. Okay, so let's name this as equation number 1. And what is BC bar then? BC bar is equals to again minus A bar plus C bar. Equation number 2. See, this BC bar is nothing but minus A bar and plus C bar. Okay. Now what we'll do with this equation 1 and 2? Let's try to have the dot product here. So AC bar dot BC bar, it is equals to A bar plus C bar dot minus A bar plus C bar. So how we do dot product? A bar, so the first product will be A bar dot minus A bar plus A bar dot C bar plus C bar dot minus A bar plus C bar dot C bar. Okay, so this will be equals to A bar dot minus A bar means what? It is a minus of A bar dot A bar plus A bar dot C bar minus A bar dot C bar, commutative law I have used here, plus C bar dot C bar. Okay, so from this what two can be cancelled out? So this AC A bar dot C bar and A bar dot C bar cancel. So what is remaining is minus of A bar dot A bar is what? It is A only. A bar dot A bar is A only, and plus C bar dot C bar is what? It is a C. And as the A and C are the radius of the same circle, can I equate it equals to 0? Okay, as A is equals to C, B is equals to radius of the same circle. So what you are getting finally, AC bar dot BC bar is equals to 0. That's it. This is the only thing we have to prove, that as the dot product is equals to 0, the angle subtended by this AC bar and BC bar is equals to 90 degree. Okay, so with this we can prove. I hope you are understanding these statements. So these are the 6 very famous statements we had seen in these 2 sessions. Okay, so first one is the median. Second one was the angle bisector. Third one was your altitudes. Fourth one was your trapezium medians. Fifth one is we have seen this quadrilateral parallelogram, quadrilateral, and the sixth one just now we have seen that the circle. So these are the 6 statements which are very famous in the geometry, and we have proved all of this in detail. Okay, so if you have not understood this, please go through these 2 sessions once again. You will be getting this definitely. Okay, but remember that these 2 sessions require some patience and the basic knowledge of the vectors. Okay, good. So in the next class we will be looking at the exercise 5.4 in detail. Definitely will be solving each and every question of this exercise. So be in touch. Thank you.